So to begin, we have a KitchenAid stand mixer, whole milk, like about a tablespoon of salt. Yes, a tablespoon of salt. I have some lukewarm water here, instant yeast. These are just some herbs. As I said, I'm going to make a variations of the bread because this household don't like to eat just regular bread. So this is like some Italian mix I have here. With parsley, basil, rosemary, you know, the whole works up inside of here. And then I did some red onion slices, very thinly sliced. And obviously I have some butter, the main ingredient, flour, and some sugar. Sweet TNT, always put sugar in almost everything. So you're gonna see a lot of my recipes have a little touch of sugar or something to that likeness because that's the way I was brought up to prepare meals, okay? Okay, so people who know me know measuring is not a thing I do. So today might be just the first day I'll be measuring ingredients for you all, okay? I just usually wing it and let my good old ancestors tell me stop. I think that's most Caribbean people, and that's actually the best way you learn to cook. Disney, leave my phone alone. Alright, so I'm using about 4 cups of flour. May use more, because I have to do a lot of bread and I just leveling off the flour basically with my hand. You know, it's my family eating it. If you want to be all professional about it, you could use a knife. It's going to work the same way, but I get a nice finish with. Okay, so I use 8 cups of flour today because I want to get a lot of dough to make this bread, because I'm going to make a lot of bread and then I'm going to freeze it. So this is 4 cups right here. So if you think this is enough for you, you could stop right there. Me, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna double my recipe. That's why you didn't see I didn't measure out anything in the beginning yet, because I know myself. You know, I really do. And I just try to level it off as best as possible so you can get a like exact measurement. So that's 7. Okay, that's it. So 8 cups of flour, right? And to this 8 cups of flour, I just do, and one of these butter that I have here has labels on it. You always see in a lot of videos I have this butter because that's what they have out here. I think all the butter is supposed to be about the same amount, but the net weight here is 8 ounces. So I mean 4 ounces. So I'm going to use 8 ounces because I'm using 8 cups of flour. So if you want to use a standard rule for 1 cup of flour, you're going to use 1 ounce of butter. Right? If it's you alone, you're living as a bachelor, you could use that rule. Right? So I'm using the 2 butter. And this butter is actually soft. If you look at it, it's very soft because it's not just that it was out in room temperature, but there's the type of butter it have here. It's really soft, so I don't need to even leave it out. But for those of you who need to take out your butter out of the fridge, is more advisable because it's easier to work with. So all I want to do now is, I can make the machine do this for me. Really and truly, I don't have to do this, but I like to put my fingers in my dough and really coat the flour. Right? And when I say coat the flour, I just want all the little pieces of butter to really get incorporated into the flour itself, and everybody will be silky and nice and get a little wet feel. You know, it won't be just dried flour. Right? And the more you do it like this, I just roll it around so it look like breadcrumbs kind of texture. You just continuously do that over and over and over again until all the flour feel like it have a little buttery finish, and then it might get a little hue, a little tinge, you know, it might turn a little yellowish or off-white as the color we want it. Right? So just keep going around and just making sure I don't have that lumps of butter because I don't want it lumpy and butter melting here and there in it. I want it to be really, really, really incorporated. Right? As I say, you don't have to do this process if you have a stand mixer, but this is something I like to do. I like to get my hands down in my food for the first beginning of the process. You know, make sure I put a left hand dumpling in it. Oh Lord, so when it sit down in your stomach, it sit down. You ain't coming to ask me again. If you all live with me, you all will know what I'm talking about. This bread ain't gonna last. I'm telling you, you're making plenty bread. This bread ain't gonna last. I'll be crying when I hear the bread finish already. Alright? So now it's time to just add the sugar, and I'm gonna do the same thing to the sugar. So here I have a 1/3 cup in my sugar. Alright, and I'm gonna use exactly the 1/3. And that's enough sugar for me there. I don't need any more sugar, that's enough. That's plenty sugar already. Now people say, why you add the sugar here and you didn't add it to the yeast? Because that's how I like to do my thing. Really and truly, you don't need to add no sugar to no yeast to raise. Once you have a good pack of instant yeast, you're good to go. You know, you go raise regardless, because you're gonna set it and you're gonna leave it let set in heat. You know, but if you want to, you could. Alright, so here I have the yeast. Before I add the yeast, let me add the salt. Let's say the salt is just about a tablespoon of salt. Let me add that into the flour because I wanted to make sure all the flour have that nice flavor. I don't want a tasteless bread. You know, it's one thing for your bread to look good, but the next thing for your bread to be tasteless. Alright, and I'm just making a little dome, little thing in the center here, making a hole in the center. You can see. So when I put my attachment in, it's going to actually be to the center, and it's just to mix up everything around. Right? It's now going to take about I think about 3 tablespoons should be good enough. Oops. See, this is what happens to my, there's 1, 2, alright, 3. That's more than plenty. And they say make a little slurry with it. As I say, you don't have to do this. It's really not necessary. Alright. And I just save my time and energy. I ain't going and look for no next spoon to stir and all kind of thing. No, 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 no. Use the same thing right here. Everybody could get washed out in the same thing. Alright, now so to this, I'm gonna add the milk. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the milk. Just add it like about 1 cup. And I'm gonna put on my mixer on slow. And let it start to whip that in there. Alright. So that, I'm going to add in the yeast mixture. And slowly add in more milk. And then at this speed is what I'm going to leave it at for the next about 7 to 8 minutes till it starts to remove from the sides of the pan, because right now it's actually going to start sticking up around the pan, which means it's not ready yet. So it has to go for a good 7 minutes to pull out the gluten strands. It has to go for 7 minutes to pull on the gluten strands to make your bread look more, you know, restaurant style, or you got it from a bakery or something like that, you know. So you gotta, the longer you let it go and pull more strands, you know, is the finer your bread is gonna be. It's not gonna have a lot of holes and so forth in it. Right, so you could stay here and you could see that there's a lot of transformation coming already from it, and we haven't even reached the 7 mark yet, you know, it's still going. But imagine if I had to do this by hand, it would be like a whole gym workout. Thank God for KitchenAid. And this is the KitchenAid Professional. Professional 600, so it's really good. It's durable, it's heavy duty. I use this for almost everything. At this stage is good. You see it's already pulling away from the sides, but I want it to go for a lot more, because as I said, I want it to pull more on the gluten strands. This basic bread dough, you could use it to make cinnamon rolls, or you know, dinner rolls, whatever you wanna do, pretzels, etc. You could use this recipe, and you'll get the same results. You just have variations of how you do the different breads, but this is just a basic bread recipe. All right, so when you hear that sound where the machine is like it's starting to strain. If you drive a manual car, you know when it starts straining, you know what that means. The machine motor is actually starting to be a little bit under pressure, which means it's actually almost at that point to take off the dough. So that time, 7 minutes. Let's go some more. What I want to see is, I want to see a more stretch, more pull. That when I pull, you can see through it like a wall, right? If you don't have that window effect, it could go some more, because you see it's bursting up still, so it can go some more. Okay, so it is that time, I believe. Okay, and as I said before, we do the window test. If your neighbor can see through your window, then you know what to do. You need to put up thicker curtains. All right, so you see the window test. It's bursting a little bit, but I could work with it. All right, it's not like how it was before. All right, see? Right, this is a better window test. All right, much better. If you want to run it some more, you can, but I think this is good enough. So this here is a personal favorite trick of mine. I took out the dough, right, out of the stand mixer, and what I did is I get a little tray that could fit the bowl in. Don't know what you could use at home, but something that able to take water. You could use a Pyrex dish or whatever, if your Pyrex dish large enough. And I'm just going to take some butter first and just cover the top of the dough and a little bit around the dough, because what I want really is for it not to form a hard crust. Sorry, right? So you see how nice it is here, right? So I don't want it to form a hard crust in or around the pan. So I'm taking the butter and I'm kind of like smoothing it out also to the edges of the pan, edges of the bowl, I should say, where the dough is. Keep it nice and moist. It's really difficult to do this video and show you all everything holding my phone. Right, so that's it there. Then I have like a cloth, one of my tablecloths, and I just soak it in some hot water. Just gonna take the cloth cover. Okay, so I cover the dough with the warm cloth, and then I just take this pan and I just pour in some hot water into the pan, and then I'm just gonna take this pan and just rest it in the oven, let it steam and the dough raise, right? Just a little bit, and let the dough raise, and then after I'm gonna add whatever I need to add and then put it to proof again, right? So this is the dough after I took it out of the oven. I took off the cloth. It was like, you could see where it was like over the pan, just really filled. But this is what I want to show you. See that? You see how soft? You remember how it was before? Look at that. See how soft and stretchy it is. This is why I like to do it the way I do it. All right, and it's like a bouncy trampoline kind of texture. It's not too not too softy and not too tough. See that? Right? So this is exactly what I am looking at and looking for. And you see it have no crust around it because, as I said, I buttered around all the sides and on the top, so it didn't form a film. All right, and I'm going to take this now and portion it out into however I want to portion it out, and let it, you know, do another raise again. And that one I'm just going to bake it just like that, so that we'll have that nice airy texture to it. All right. Alright, so what I've done now is I just pinch off balls, and then I just roll in these and tucking them at the bottom, leaving them to set. So I have one here already did. That's two. I'm gonna pinch off again, just a big amount. It's gonna come out sticky in your hand. Just lightly dust your hand with some flour. Alright. If you want and you have a measuring scale, you could measure how much you need to do this. I don't measure, I don't weigh. I just feel with my hand that it's about a good pound. All right, so my hands have that sense to tell me, okay, this is enough. I don't know how to explain to people, but roughly you're looking for around a 1 pound weight, or 9 ounces or so weight, right? So if we get a weight around 9 ounces, I should say, it should be good enough. All right, not too heavy, not too light,
just middle.
all right. And remember, I doubled my recipe, so I want to get at least 4 or 5 bread. So I'm gonna get 5 bread here. All right, so that's it. Pan clean. Yeah, you see how light it is, right? It's very, very light. And I'm gonna show you all the back of how I'm doing it, so you can see that I'm just tucking the ends from the outer ends into the middle underneath, just to make sure the top is nice and rounded. Right, cover that with a wet cloth, and then I start to roll into my thing. All right, so the reason you cover it with a wet cloth is because you don't want it to form that film again, as I said before. You don't want to form that film, you want it to stay nice and moist. So you just cover it with a wet cloth, so you'll be able to go nicely around. Okay. So after I take it from there, I just lightly, well, I had here dusted already, and I'm just gonna roll it out. Remember I told you all I want to make flavors. So this is the basic one. I'm gonna show you the basic one. So I like to roll my stuff out because I like when, you know, your bread bake and I get that nice little spiral, you know, finish to it.
Look at your face.
All right, yeah. So just like this, just roll, and not, you don't want to roll too tight, but you want to roll and then you want to pull downward to extend. Right, so it will always be even on all sides. So you make sure you extend your dough to make a nice round. All right, so you have one bread roll here. So this is one roll. I know a lot of people, they like to do free-handed bread and just, you know, mold the bread out into the pan, and that's about it. A nice rough bread, but I like it with a spiral. I like it like this. All right, and all I do is turn it to the bottom, and I just like to give it a little pinch because I don't want it to unravel. So I like to give it a little pinch and then a roll. All right, just to set things up nicely and make sure it's going to be. And then I have a pan here that I already buttered liberally. I'm just gonna put it in the pan as best as possible. You see my pan smaller than the dough. Lord have mercy. All right. I'm just gonna leave this to raise. Now this is a small dough for this pan, and if you want you to have a bigger dough, get, you know, give a wider one. Nothing is wrong with that. You can have a longer pan, as the nice say. You could have a longer pan. You could have your dough thicker. It's up to you. But for me, this will just, you know, swell a little bit, and that'll be good for us. So put this aside. All right, so this is the mixture I spoke about earlier on. It has basil, parsley, rosemary, and some other Italian herbs into it, right? I just have a little bit of this in a bowl. Then I have some sliced red onions. I had roasted garlic here. All right, where I just basically cut off the bottoms off of the garlic, so that way I could be and put it in the oven to roast with a little bit of olive oil, and that way I'll be able to do like this and squeeze it up, and just all the garlic just pops out. So if you all think this is a cool way to peel a garlic, I mean, this is good. Garlic, you can eat it like that, you know, it's sweet.
Just peel it just so.
Right, and it helps in changing the flavor of your stuff, especially like mashed potatoes and, you know, other stuff. Right, so I did that, and then I minced it up right there. All right, so this is it right here after it has been roasted.
Smells good already.
What I'm gonna do with it is on the other side now. So let's go. All right, so we make our next bread variation. The first bread we did was the plain bread, or ordinary bread, you know, but this house don't eat ordinary bread that much. They love when I put my herbs in the bread. So I'm gonna show everybody,
even garlic,
how I put herbs and flavor in my breads for them to just happen to eat it all at once, right? Because they don't seem to know that there's a tomorrow with eating. All right, as I said, I roll out my dough. Most of the times that's my method for all my bread. I roll out my dough. All right, now is to add flavor. All right, so I want this one to have some garlic flavor in it, so just gonna place the garlic on like this. So this is gonna be kind of like a garlic bread, a garlicky bread. All right,
smells so good.
All right, so this is a garlic bread right here. And what I'm gonna do to this garlic bread, just gonna sprinkle it with some herbs right there. Same thing like I do just now, pat it in. So you guys, you see how nice already coming along, right? So this here is going to be a beautiful smelling, tasting, everything bread.
It's smelling good.
All right, so I just flip it over quickly, and then I just give it a roll, quick roll. All right, that's it for this bread here.
It's like this.
Right, so it's similar to the first one, but this one is a garlic bread, and the best part about this bread is there's garlic all in every corner of the bread when you taste it.
And plus it tastes good.
All right, so bread number 2, garlic bread. I don't even bother about if it have any extra herbs over from the other one, because hey, everything going in the same
Bread.
bellies. They're all gonna eat that herbs going down in there.
All it will be
All right.
is poops. All the bread could be missing.
So for this one, similar to the garlic bread, I'm just gonna paste on, not too much garlic, it's a little garlic, some herbs.
You just keep on doing it over and over.
That's right, it's keep on doing the same thing over and over. This one is different. This one is onions. I say onions in my bread? Yeah, onions in your bread. All right?
I'll take the one that have seasoning.
Yep, onions in the bread.
So you're doing different kinds of bread,
That's right. Doing different kinds of bread.
but you're putting the same thing.
Same things. Different kinds of bread, same things. So this one is onion. And this one different, because the other one I roll it back, this one I roll it forward. So I'm leaving all that onion to be in the bread.
Because if you roll it like that,
Oats, linseed, chia seed, sesame seed, sunflower seed, you know, I just mix it up like this. I just have a nice sprinkled mixture on it. I just lay it out. Right, so the egg wash kind of helps to get it all in there. Right, I like to massage it in to make sure they go in. You could take your rolling pin and you could do the same thing. It's gonna get it in even further, you know, just to make sure you have that nice flavors in there. Right, and then just like the other one, I'm going to roll it into the bread. All right, so for the last one, this is our last one, final dough. Gonna make this one really nice. All right, so once again, I'm gonna roll this out. I'm gonna add now, I'm gonna show you when I add the garlic. I have some garlic paste here. So garlic, cheese, herbs. I'm gonna get some chili flakes too to go with that. Some mustard, sweet relish. Yes, and I'm gonna make some cheesy like garlic sticks with this. All right, so stay tuned. Right, so here's your cheesy breadsticks. your multigrain bread, onion bread, the garlic bread, and your regular bread. All right, so you guys get to see 5 different variations of bread just using a basic bread recipe. All right, so when it's finished baking, I'll show you all what it looks like. I thought it was important to share this with you guys too. You see at the bottom there, I have the same pan that I let with the hot water steam for the dough. I still have it inside the oven to bake with the bread. That helps to, you know, steam the bread and make the bread cook evenly throughout with that nice moist texture to it. It's probably a hotel thing, I don't know. That's just the way I think my breads come out the best. All right, so don't quote me on any of this. That's my disclaimer. All right, here we have it, guys. Bread from Breadville. Don't know if y'all could see this, but this is the multigrain bread. All right, nice bread right here. Then you have the regular, see that? It's the regular basic bread dough, right? Basic bread dough. You have the onion bread. See, it's very soft. Ooh, hot too. All right. Very soft and nice, guys. And this is here is your garlic bread. I could work in a Subway all year. I could work in Subway. Trust me. Alright. Very soft and nice also. Bread is gonna be delicious. Alright, I didn't show you all that I made the slits, but it's just to take a knife and just, you know, give it a quick cut. The sharper your knife, the better. It makes it work faster. And then the breadsticks, the cheesy breadsticks are in the oven at the moment, right? Because I just have so much space in my oven. Okay, so when that's done, I will show you how that one came out. My daughter just saying that I should start selling bread because they love my bread variations, all of them. So I just cut the bread. I just cut the bread to show you guys what it looks like on the inside. My favorite, I'll tell you all, my favorite is the onion and this multigrain bread. But the garlic bread is really a nice one too. So don't forget to try that one. And the cheese sticks, don't forget to try the cheese sticks. The cheese sticks not ready yet. So you see I cut the bread open. You see when you give it a nice mix, how it looks? Very much like a bakery bread. It's not too dense. This is multigrain bread. Even though you think you would have seen a lot more stuff in it, it's nice and evenly distributed, and it's good. So everybody take it.
It's very squishy. Let me taste a bite. Bite.
She got me off the bathroom, so you know. Yeah.
I'm in love.
Yep, we all are. Thanks again, guys.
Subscribe.
Look this greedy girl
Look at my lips.
hovering over my cheese breadsticks. For what reason? I don't want to go into bed. Greedy breadsticks. Greedy.